What's up guys, welcome back to another episode here on the RainyDay Skyblock series, and in this episode we're coming a bit behind on schedule. So if we go into studies, the underworld is now unlocked. Now we still have to complete the earth studies before we get into the underworld. So we've got wheat to get done, and I believe that would be it. So in this episode we're going to be making a huge wheat farm and trying to unlock ourselves a Fortune 4. Now, we got this set a long time ago where we have replanter. We have 3 replanters on this set. So down here, we're going to make our wheat farm. We just need a lot of dirt in order to do so. So let's head in here. We have dirt. We're going to need a lot of dirt. We also need to sort our inventory out a bit, because I don't know what all this is doing in here. Let's just plop you in there. Colored wall, where do we put you? There. Dyes, there. We'll set flowers as well, because why not? We've not got time to be sorting these chests right now, people. So let's get to building. Let's get ourselves some oak slabs. We're also going to need ourselves some lighting for the wheat farm, wherever I keep that. So if we do /PVA, we'll throw the lights in there for now. Let's head over, and here we go. Let's get ourselves some slabs going. So craft, boom, 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 and boom. Just like so. Okay, let's head down under our, not cactus, but melon farm, already pretty low down. And let's hit F3G and start marking this out. So we want it to be on the 5th, which would be... This is 61, we want 55. Right there. Let's destroy that. We're gonna need... Ooh, we fell. Right, we're gonna need an axe. Let's get that axe out. And we have to find the center. Not the center. We have to build the border first. And then we can start laying out where our water will go. And where everything else will go. Now, this is where it gets a bit tricky. We're going to need to access here, because we need enough space to walk in between. So, we can place... Trying to think, how can we make this most effective? So we can place 4. Did we do 4? I believe we do 4, don't we? Outside the border. 4 outside of this border. And if we get the water there, and the water on the outside on that one, then here, I'm thinking... Do we maybe get like a 2 gap or a 1 gap? I think we should go for the single gap. Get another 4 right there. Do the single gap, get 4 there. And now we've got all the space in the middle. Bear in mind, this one still needs to get water. So maybe we give it a 2 gap. 1, 2, 3, 4. Even if I had the water there, there'd be space for nothing else. So we're gonna give ourselves a 3 gap here. Reason being is if we got loads of minecarts, we could fully automate this thing by just going back and forth in a minecart and holding down our left click instead of actually using WASD and just flying around. So the reason we've done this one outside the chunk is because when we destroy a block, it drops at our feet. So essentially, breaking it is still gonna, we're still gonna be breaking it in this chunk, which means a crop collector will collect it. So all we gotta do now is multiply 64 and make sure we have enough dirt to do so. So that is our first layer, and we've already used a lot of dirt. Yeah, so this 2 is water, end 1 water, end 1 water. And yeah, I've just noticed we've done this 1 too high. We've done this on 56. Yeah, we've done it on the wrong Y level. But if we, obviously we're going to be placing it every 2, so it's not going to be there, but it's going to be there. So technically, eventually it'd land on a multiple of 5, which would be in the 10s. So we're just gonna let it slide and not notice it. Let's get our shovel out though. Let's just swap it for our fishing rod and everything else. So what we need is to destroy this row of dirt here. We can also turn all this off. And let's get rid of this dirt. We now need to somehow get rid of this row of slabs. And then we've got to do the same on the other side. Then we can expand the slabs outwards and make it go around the edge. And then all is left to do is tile all this dirt. This is just the top platform, but we're gonna have to work bottom to top. Now the reason we have to do that is because, as I mentioned, we're gonna have to tile all this dirt into farmland, and if we did that from top to bottom, we're not really gonna be able to access all the dirt easily. So we're not gonna be making it much easier for ourselves. But we need a lot of wheat to get fortune. We can also use it for carrots, potatoes, beetroots, which I'm sure will be in, I'm pretty sure beetroot is it beetroot or carrot? Something's in the underworld. So it's a multi-purpose farm, and it will help us tremendously. So let's now just bring this out. We got to bring it out. We got to bring it up as well. So let's bring this up. And just like so, we got to bring it out as well, because this is where the water is going to be placed, and then it's going to filter on its way down. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom. Let's go do the same on the other side. Let's bring this to the edge. Bring you out about 2. Place you there. Back at it with the planks. And again, you to the edge. And by 2. And then if we just multiply 64, these should end up connecting. And it should connect with this. There we go. Now, because we've got nothing below us this season, we can just place some water there. Some water there. Now, this is just to make out the outlines. We're going to go down and catch it at some Y level. We don't know how far yet. And then we're also going to need PVA. For there and there. Okay. Perfect. So let's now head down. If we open that F3, this is 56. So as I was saying, it's going to be a multiple of 2 in this case. So we head down to maybe 100. I mean, 56. Half of 56 is 26. Half of 56 is 23. No, 28. I cannot maths. It's 28. So we'd end up having 28 layers of this farm. Or Yeah, 28 should do fine. So let's mark it at 100. So maybe just multiply 50 and it should just end up almost there. More or less. Turn off my multipliers quickly. And let's just bring ourselves down a little bit. Boom, that's 101. Boom, that should be it. 100 on the dot. Perfect. Now, the water's gonna have to be, well, it's gonna have to be caught here. Okay. So all we gotta do is mark this out to come around. And this would be the corner that goes up. Just like so. This is the middle lane. And that's what confused me. And then if we come back out. Yes. Corner. And that's the lane that'll catch it. Perfect. So now we just got to put this to that side and build up the walls. So we're going to do all that off camera and then we're going to be right back. And there we go. We've put some spruce pillars in. We might strip them later on. Probably will look better. And have I missed it? Yeah. So we've just missed a piece of moss here. So every piece of dirt we now place from this top layer to that bottom layer should become fertilized with the water next to it. Now all we got to do is make our way and just tie it all. We got to do those two and these two. And then we can do another layer and another one and another one and so on. So it's going to be a long process. We're just gonna go until we run out of dirt. But this is the pattern. So whilst I'm here, let's actually just build this up. So this represents where the dirt will get placed. And if we've done it correctly, which I'm hoping we did, it should line up with the top layer of dirt we've got placed. If I just keep on going, we might just run out here. Yeah. So we'll carry that on in between. Maybe we get some glass in the middle here. And the best way we can do that, if we check our shop, I think we actually got rotating. Yeah, in our rotating shop, we did get glass today, as well as some light stained glass. Oh, and some spruce leaves. That's honestly, it's not a bad roll. So yeah, let's get our farmer's hand on and let's get all this dirt changed. So guys, behind us we finally have our finished wheat farm. There is 28 layers per row and there's 4 rows of them. So there's a lot. I think we worked it out at like 57,000 wheat per harvest, which is kind of a lot. We also have a little dragon now. We are now on the feather client, as you can see next to our name. So we got these little cosmetics, and we also have a sword on our back. If we just and the pants too, apparently. Yeah, we'd be looking good. So let's I believe we got ourselves to 100 away. So if we just come over here and harvest, obviously we have 2 pieces of replanter on our clash armor. So we insert replant and there we go. We've just hit expert in our wheat studies, which means we now have the ability, if we go into the overworld crops, we now have the ability to craft Fortune 4. So that is the overworld done, I believe. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, please show some love by hitting the like button, subscribe with bell notifications turned on, and make sure you're commenting what you want to see next. Also, if you're not already, join our Discord down below. We have a server Discord in which you can suggest video ideas, and you can get little sneak peeks of what's coming soon, as well as entering giveaways for the server or anything else really. So make sure to join, and I'll see you guys in the next one.